back for Aaron Carter. Okay, so he brought up something that I actually was dying to ask you guys, and it happened here in New York City. I was always proud of you guys, never jealous ever, except one time. And that's when I'm watching the Michael Jackson special on TV, and the camera keeps flashing to you guys having the time of your lives. And I'm the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the world, and I'm like, I can't believe they're there watching this icon right here in New York. Memories of that night, and what did y'all think about, being in the presence of greatness?
Memories of that night, specifically, we had tickets to Backstreet Boys that night in Jersey. And we, and Jacob was so excited because he had bought tickets months in advance. And he was so, that's all he was setting up for was this concert. And we got tickets to Backstreet Boys last minute. We're like, yeah, we'll go check out the guys in Jersey.
I told them.
Yeah, he told us.
It's Michael fucking Jackson.
Right. We're going to Backstreet
I'm buying tickets. You should come. I'm gonna buy tickets. I'm going regardless. And I went. And I was going by myself because they're not real fans. The truth. They didn't buy tickets to Michael Jackson in concert.
You know what's so
see them there.
What's so funny is that
they're not that big of fans. And everybody calls me like, dude, your whole band was at the Michael show and you weren't there. Aren't you the fan? I'm like, wait, so I was in the 15th row.
He went.
But we ended up in the third row. The night before, we ended up in the same restaurant area as Susan Sarandon.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Jacob's so bitter.
Show down the aisle. By the time it got down to me, the tickets were gone.
What were we talking about?
Susan Sarandon had extra tickets. She was taking her daughter. And she's like, do you guys want to go to this thing, this Michael Jackson thing with us tomorrow? We have extra tickets. And so we said, oh, yes, of course, I want to go to that.
As the tickets get
and we ended up
down the
But
line.
we did have tickets to Backstreet.
Jacob, he doesn't need tickets. Jacob already had tickets. Jacob already has tickets.
If I were your guys' friends, true friends, and you spent thousands of dollars on tickets in the 15th row, and I stumbled upon third row, and I don't really care, I'd be like, dude, you take third row, I'll take it. Because I'm a nice fucking guy.
Yeah, but we couldn't do that to
These guys do that?
We couldn't do that to Susan.
But you didn't put any of the work in to Susan. You didn't hang out with her. You didn't put in any of that work. That's not what you were good at.
You got sad.
I did all that work.
The award show.
I did all that
Also,
work.
it was Ashley and her daughter.
I did all that
Her
work.
daughter had a crush on Ashley, so that's how it started.
Okay.
She's like, hey, take a deep breath. My husband was like, oh, we got some extra tickets. Do you guys want to go?
I didn't think the answer would be this explosive.
Wow.
I was like, we're jealous, and it's all angry.
You want to know what I did?
Yeah, what?
I passed on the tickets and stayed at home to talk on the phone with my now wife.
Surprise me.
Yeah, I saw Michael Jackson. I also met Michael Jackson that night at the Tavern on the Green, and that was incredible.
Wait a second, you met him?
Yeah, I did. I met him at shook his hand. He's like, especially you. Not the guy with the dreads. Why does he have the dreads? And I was like, don't worry about him. And he's like, yeah, you're my favorite.
Listen, just because Jacob was the first to claim Michael Jackson, like he claimed the studded belt, hey, that doesn't mean that any of us were any less of fans. It doesn't mean I don't have home videos dressed up as Thriller, watching Thriller every single day. Okay, I hate that narrative.
It's funny because you still can't do a moonwalk.
All right, let me change gears a little bit here.
Wow.
Because it's so explosive.
This is great.
We had actually a really good question from our audience member over here. I don't know her name. What's your name?
Aisha.
Aisha. That's right. Like Aisha? Like I?
No.
Okay. I was gonna sing a song, but I won't now. Okay. So she was wondering if you guys weren't called O-Town, what would be the name of the group? Were there other options, or was it kind of like O-Town was picked for you? Regardless, any other options for the name of this group?
They were bad.
Well, come on, what were they?
So we only had really legitimately two things that we even threw around at all. And that was gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
Gentlemen, because, Mark always called us gentlemen. So we were like, oh, we got the gentleman hats. We're like, I mean, it wasn't taken seriously, but it was thrown out. More than any other name, other than Jatad. Jatai. It was Jatai.
I'm sorry, what?
Jatai.
Jatai.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Jatai. Jared.
Lou tried to pull the old
He tried to pull
NSYNC
the
trick
NSYNC
on
thing.
us. Like, I got an idea, let's pull the
And
first
then
letter.
like Jet A
What's it
Fuel.
spell? We're like,
Jet A Fuel, you know, the blanks. And it was going to be the second album to be Return of Jedi.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But so throughout the show, because we shot it in Orlando, when we were the 25,
Yeah.
even those 3 days, they would always, when they were trying to wrangle us to get in the rooms or everything, everyone always said like, oh, where's the O-Town boys? Get the O-Town boys, get the O-Town boys, get the, so it was always just, they always just called us that. They referred to us like, where's the O-Town boys? So it just kind of, when it came time to have a name, it just like, it was just like, I guess we're O-Town.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. It fits. It fits.
Yeah,
It
because-
doesn't.
No?
Nah.
Why not?
No, it's something that, was kind of chosen for us. Like,
Right.
if you were to think of like, oh, well, what is a boy band? Well, they're manufactured and they get dressed and they're told what to do and how to act and who they are, the character. Like, we weren't so much that except for the name.
Okay.
The name is really the only thing that like got stamped on us that
Yeah.
we couldn't really change. That was not necessarily us.
What years later is there a name that you would have rather been called, or you don't even know?
Yeah.
What is it?
Eric and those other guys, it's not going to work, man. We said that. We said that.
It could be an E and the ampersand and then
No.
O G.
No.
think O-Face.
Yeah. Gosh, man,
All right, so many. There's
no,
just
it's not going to be it.
so All right, let's go.
That's the name of our company, though, so I can't really do that.
Another fan question. Habiba wants to know, what's one moment from making the band that helped shape who you are today, 25 years later? Deep question, but a good question. One moment that has shaped you guys to be who you are today.
Miss America?
Why is that?
Because it was so bad and it was like rock bottom and we like got together and like rehearsed and fought and to show that we're not that and to become better out of it, leave that way in the dust. Like we did that.
It was new stakes for that. Like,
Yeah.
like immediately we had got a dose of like reality. Now you're not the golden kids anymore. Like everyone's kind of mad at you and thinks that you were irresponsible for doing that. And so it kind of forces inwards, and I can see why Trevor said that.
Okay. Another fan question we have here is, if you go back in time, what would you tell your younger self during the making the band days? Obviously, perspective is always something crazy as you get older. Hindsight's 20/20. So if you could go down and sit with your younger self, what would you tell? You got a long list?
Yeah.
Oh, give me some.
Keep most of it to myself.
We could tell our younger self something?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you can watch the first season, second season of Making the Band, and there's so many that can come to mind. I don't know. I don't really have one. There's just so many.
Yeah.
It's just like, maybe just, it's not a knock on the head because I don't think, I don't know, you have
We were
one?
essentially, no, I mean, like, it's not weird to say that, like, there was entireties of, like, it was essentially, like, our, like, early college or high school years, and we were just, like, we didn't know, like, reality TV didn't exist, so literally every day there was something that I look back and I'm like, why? Why did we do that? Why were we comfortable putting that out there?
Well, you touched on something yesterday, which I thought was actually really cool, and I will say that about what I would tell I would have told my other self that this is an opportunity to explore yourself deeper and give of yourself more, and through that become better, and through that allow people to see you for who you are in all of your facets. And I think in the first season, that's why I'm the sick boy. I didn't really give them a lot to cut around, and that seemed like, how are these guys gonna make it, and if they're not responsible enough to like sacrifice. And so like that played into a script, which I'm fine with that being a part of it, but there's, I think down the line, there's moments where, we needed to have, I guess for lack of a better term, we needed a dose of reality, and that's, yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
They can only air what you give them.
Sure.
So, like, I can say I wasn't on the first season that much. I didn't give them that much. I wasn't on the television show that much in general because I didn't give them that much. That was kind of intentional. But if I was strategic, if I was